Sentient sessions, court back in session. I have a message for you. Are you ready for it? How you feeling? I'm feeling cool. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good today. I'm up. Usually, the other days, I was like, but now I'm feeling good. So, when I ended the last reading, I started singing, "How do I breathe without you here by my side? How do I sleep when your love brought me to the light? Where do I go? Where your heart's where I lay my head when you're not with me. How do I breathe? How do I breathe?" And then another song after that was "Stuck inside my head. Sorry, that's a weakness. I'm still acting tough. No, stuck inside my head. Ain't no way I'm gon' talk. I'm still acting tough. Sorry, that's a weakness. When the storm is over and the grass is settled. What's up? Yeah, that's a song called "Stuck Inside" by Play Nice. And then the first song was "How Do I Breathe" by Mario. So, from those, before I pull the cards, the last reading was basically about don't rely on other people for your healing. I even say that as, an intuitive. Like, I be so, don't. I feel like if you are watching this and you're an intuitive as well, that kind of happens where people kind of latch on for healing. Like, especially, I have healing hands. You get what I'm saying? I do Reiki. So there's something, sometimes we're not aware of our energy before other people, people be aware of our energy before we're aware of our energy, especially if you grew up being scapegoated. So something that happens is that people kind of stifle your growth so that you stay around. So that you stay around, they will stifle you because your energy is actually a lot more healing to them than they admit. And I say that also, I had a dream last night, which I feel like is something that I'm working on throughout the day, because of course there's certain things that I have to understand for me, and there's dynamics in my family that I'm seeing, and I'm like, oh shit, when somebody has healing energy, the people around them will try to beat them down, so that they don't elevate in life. One of my every time I want to talk about my family, I kind of keep it hush, even though I have no loyalty to my family. I really don't. They're assholes. I will say that with my chest. I'm an asshole too. They could say it. They'll say it because I left them and I'll never talk to them again. I ain't gonna say I ain't never gonna talk to them, but for the most part, I don't see why. I don't be seeing why I should. Because when I left my family, life started to move for me. So I be knowing I feel like I want to say there's a spiritual law that but I just know if I become aware of my energy and I know where my stagnancies is coming from and I remove myself and I do what's best for me to continue to grow, because it's it forms like a cocoon around you. They don't want you to elevate because they can see the potential you have before you see the potential you have. That's why it's so important to know your potential, know yourself, know your energy well, know what you bring to the table. Because once you know what you bring to the table, nothing that people project onto you matters. People will find every little reason to down you, to project some bullshit onto you, to make you feel like you ain't worth shit. Just so you feel some type of entitled, no, not entitlement. So you feel some type of, what's the word? Obligation. So I think of my family, and I've seen some dynamics like that in my family where someone was really, really fucking talented. My brother is an artist. You get what I'm saying? Very talented, but super stifled. He could have been big, but he was stifled. Nobody nurtured his talents. Sometimes you got to do that for yourself, because nobody will nurture your talents if they know your potential. Nobody is going to tell you, if you're fucking gorgeous, nobody, let me tell you, I'll tell you, as someone who thinks that I think I'm pretty, like, I think I'm really pretty, but people won't tell me that I'm really pretty often. It just doesn't happen like that. You know what I'm saying? People will either poke at you. People find the moment that your hair is messy to tell you that your hair is messy when you usually look really good. People not gonna compliment you on the things that you are and the things that you have. They're gonna find whatever mistake you made. They're gonna find whatever little thing there is to down you on. They're going to make you feel like you need their validation. And that's why you learn how to validate yourself. And you make choices that don't make people happy. Your choices, if your choices made everybody happy, you know what you are? A people pleaser. And when you're a people pleaser, you spread yourself thin as fuck, because you try to make everybody happy. And you can't make everybody happy. If you're making everybody happy, then you're not a real person. You're not a person who knows yourself. One person cannot make everybody happy. Everybody's different. Everybody has different requirements. You align to people who understand and value what you bring to the table, so that you don't have to keep changing yourself. So you don't have to keep changelinging and transforming so that people like the persona that you're putting on. When you're real, it's easy, because people fucks with you because you real. You just be real. And whoever don't like you, and whoever do, it is what it is. You get what I'm saying? You got to learn how to you have to learn how to be okay with being disliked. Because again, you will be sitting in a situation and people will be shitting on you all the time. But because you don't want to be disliked by these people who obviously don't fucking like you anyways, you're going to keep putting up with it. Because you don't want to be the bad person. But they've been doing fucked up shit to you the whole time. The whole time. Doesn't help nobody. You just hurt yourself. You stifle yourself. Because at the end of the day, after a certain while, it's no longer the situation that's stifling you. It's you. And I understand, because if you don't know no better, you don't do no better. If you don't know no better, if you don't learn how to put that foot down, if you don't learn how to stand on your own business, bruh, you will keep going with the motions of what everybody wants from you, because that's what you was trained to do. You was trained to be a people pleaser. You were trained to respond to everybody's whims. You were trained to be codependent. You were trained to feel like you need people who honestly need you more than you need them. You were trained to be that way. You have to break the cycle, because again, like, right now I'm having the text message I had gotten, I think during this reading, was about a cycle that's being broken. You know what I'm saying? When you see the people around you do it and you do it, and that's just becoming the norm, but you don't actually live a life. If you actually pay attention, these people is bound to each other. Like, in dynamics like that, people be bound to each other. Everything that I am depends on how you feel. That's too much. That is really too much pressure. It's more freeing to be disliked. There's a freedom in allowing yourself to be disliked, because you get to do whatever you want, and nobody can say that it was like you can just do you, and nobody can say it was you know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't mind being disliked, you're going to be honest about who you are. Because people, I'm telling you, something I've learned through my years of like existing, people will down you for literally everything. Like, there's an endless, people be jealous about the stupidest shit. I promise you. People be jealous about things you don't even think matter. If someone wants to shit on something that you are, they can find something, because people be jealous about things that you don't even think of. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had seen a TikTok And somebody's jealousy was about like how this woman, she was talking about how like one of her friends kind of like snapped at her, and she told her she was upset that how she can keep existing with no like parents and family and shit like that. Like she said that she told her in that moment, I'm just so mad that life keeps working out for you despite you not having a good family, despite you not having no type of support system. How do you do it? People be like, there's things that you don't even think of. So that being said, someone will find something to attack that you didn't even think of. That's why you have to know yourself. You need to know who you are. It is so important to know who you are in a world where people like, bruh, some people do not think the same. If you're a person who's like self-starting, you're a person who don't really need people validation, you don't compare yourself, you don't compete with nobody, you don't think the way people be thinking. People be thinking in weird ways. People be mad about weird shit. People be envious about really weird shit. There's shit that you would not think people be envious about because you're so used to being in your own world. But the first thing I will tell you is that you have to understand, and this is not to be distrusting towards people, but people tell on themselves, and one, people always tell on themselves, and two, people don't think like you. Once you understand that people do not be thinking like you, it's easier. Cause it's like, oh, people do not think like there's people who when they don't like you, they will sit there and hope that something fucking terrible happens to you. They will pray that something fucking terrible happens to you. That's how people end up in situations where like they friends be setting them up and shit like that to be sexually assaulted, and like people do this, like people do be thinking in such weird ways. That shit don't be no joke. Don't take it for play. Like really, do not take it for play. Do not play about anything that wants to stifle you. Any situation that wants to stifle you, take it to the extreme. That's how I be feeling. If it can't be worked out in a conversation, you have to take it to the extreme. Like you have to think, like if you feel like you don't trust, like you have to take it to the extreme. You feel you feel envy. You see the side eyes. You see that look in somebody's eyes. Like you see the hate in somebody's eyes. You take it to the extreme. When people are hateful, they don't think like you. They don't go, I'm going to remove myself. When people are hateful, they want to be close to you. They don't want you to go nowhere. They don't want you to do nothing. They want to be responsible for your downfall. They want access to it. You have to think like protect yourself. Really. People be really extreme. Like there's so many news stories for you to fucking understand. Like sometimes it's your family. Sometimes it's your family. Sometimes it's your best friend. Sometimes your best friend will even being in a better situation than you. Sometimes your best friend, even while having all the support in the world, even while having more than you, even while supposedly having it more together than you, will find something to hate you about. And you wouldn't know until the moment that it slips out. Bitch, life is baffling. Life be so baffling. Like you would not know that this person has this secret animosity until it slips out. Until something really weird happens. And then you're just like, what the fuck? Like, this is how you felt. That's crazy. Yeah. And once that happens, you gotta take it seriously. I don't know who I'm talking, but like, I don't know who I'm talking about. I don't know who I'm talking to, but once that shit happens, you have to take that shit seriously. Like, you can't play around with shit like that. That's not shit you just forgive and pretend didn't happen. You can't, you could forgive and move on, but you don't forgive and pretend it didn't happen and keep that person around you, because you don't know how far it's gonna go, especially if you're not gonna slow down for them. If someone's in competition with you and you won't slow down for them, you don't know how far their hate for you is going to go, because it's a reflection of the hate they have for themselves. You don't know how deep that shit is. You do not understand. The first thing you need to acknowledge is that you won't understand, and protect yourself. Protect yourself like the worst thing just happened. For real. Oh my God. That shit just making me angry. So I'm like, what the fuck? The law of growth, baby. What the fuck? Yeah. The law of growth. Be steadfast in your faith and stay the course. I've seen this shit. I've seen and I've experienced this shit too many times to count. You do not you have to take any action to hinder you, as you have to take it as a threat against your life and your livelihood. That's how I think. You do something on purpose to hurt me, I think you want to see me, like, I think you want to see me dead. Like, that's how I be feeling. That's how I think. I think like that. I'm like, yo, this person just did this intentional ass weird shit. You actually want to see me dead. Like, you want to see me dead. That's what you want to see. Like, because why did you do that? Why did you fucking do that? Why would you do that? That don't even make no sense to me. And I'm not even gonna sit there and try to make it make sense. I'm like, no, this person wants me dead. Like, it makes it easier for me to move forward. Like, it's like, wow, this person actually wants me dead. Like, this person want to see me starving. This person want to make sure that, like, I be in bed all day sleeping. This person don't want to see me live. For real. Like, what's the opposite of living? Like, if someone does something to hinder your living, they don't want to see you live. Or they don't want to. I don't believe in that shit. Oh, it's people want to see you do well unless it's better than them. No, this person don't want you to see you do well at all. Because if they did, they would want to see you grow. They actually, like, you can do well up to a certain level, and yes, they're going to start to get envious, but, like, they would prefer you do the absolute worst. That's how I think. The universal law of growth. Be steadfast in your faith and stay the course. Nothing in the universe is still. Everything is in motion and is designated. Everything is in motion and is designed for your soul's expansion. There is no time in the spiritual realm. However, in the physical realm, some things take time to display the incremental cause and effect. I think I talked about this in the last reading, but yes, the 3D is dense. When you plant a seed fifth dimensionally, you have to wait for a sequence of events for things to come into fruition, baby. And you need to protect that seed like it's already there. Like, you got to think forward, think motion. You have to think like the seed is already coming. Like, life will prepare you for this seed to be birthed, for this tree to grow and bear fruit, for harvest. Life will prepare you. You need to move, like, because again, if you don't, like, once you begin to nurture those talents, once you begin to nurture the things that you desire, once you begin to move and start doing more for yourself, life will begin to shift. And sometimes in those shifts, you encounter revelations of how people really feel. And you need to let it happen. And you have to make motions to protect yourself. That's all a part of the plan. Like, you don't change course, you steadfast. So such things as growing a plant, becoming a dancer, or building a home display this law. The universal law allows us to witness and measure our ability to manifest and demonstrate through space and time continuum. Awaken the oracle within. There is no need to feel frustrated or want to give up. The universe has been informed and is growing your vision within the one mind. Upon drawing this card, your soul has received the seeds of your dreams you planted. Some things take time in the 3D realm. It is time to practice disciplined faith backed by daily embodiment every day. You need to embody the thing that you've planted. Every day, you are the person who you wish to become. Every day. No matter what happens. No matter who you're around. No matter the situations. You transmute. You transmute and you overcome. You're learning. Treat things like a lesson and you will learn. So boom. Focus every thought, every word, every inspired action to align with your desire. Stay calm and stay the course. This is something like, I live by this law, the law of growth. I swear, I promise to you, I live by this law, because every situation I have been in, like, I do not look like the things I've been through. I really don't. Because every situation that I've been in, I have leaned into the understanding that nothing that happens is going to take me away from what I want. Nothing. There is nothing. There is absolutely nothing that can get in the way of me getting to what I want but me. There's not a bad mood. There's not a bad situation. There's nothing. When I want something, I'm going to have it. I need it. It's mine. I don't even have to work towards it. Like, of course I do. Let me not say that. You have to work towards it. The 3D is guiding you towards doing the work. But it's not impossible. It's already done. I am currently living in the reality that is getting me to exactly what I want. Every day. Every day. Because, something people say is, if you wait for the right time, you're going to be waiting forever. The right time is right now. Every day you can do something that aligns you to what it is that you desire. That is the same thing with working out. You build discipline to work out. Your body, your dream body, doesn't come from out of thin air. You have to work out. You go and you put the work in to work out, and that's the sustainable body. You take these changes to make that thing happen. Honestly, I feel like a good way for somebody to learn discipline, I ain't gonna say I'm the most disciplined person. Like, when it comes to eating, if I'm in my little spiral, yes, I'm packing on the pounds, bitch, I'm eating out. But when it comes to discipline, you make adjustments. I'm walking. Something that teaches discipline is going to be working out, is going to be walking, is going to be reading, is going to be writing, is going to be whatever it is that you need. Because I know not everybody can do the physical things, like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, like, to learn how to be disciplined is to do something continuously, to do something every day, to do something even if you're in the worst mood, even if you're in the best mood, no matter how you feel, to understand that what you're doing is for the greater good. Always. That's how you continue to grow. So before you know it, you're in the reality that you wanted, because you've been working towards that reality continuously. You've been doing it every day. So it doesn't look like so much of a difference until you look back a year ago, till you look back 2 years ago. I mean, I've had me some drastic changes, but you look back and you're like, whoa, I'm exactly where I need to be. I'm exactly where I want to be, and I can take it a little further. Yeah. I guess that's how people end up getting to bodybuilding and stuff like that. I'm talking about, like, working out. Somebody might want to work out, but that's how people get into things like bodybuilding. They don't understand how far that thing is going to take them. They just start doing it every day. The more you do it, the more you see opportunities open up. And I said this in a previous reading, but I believe that the more that you do something, the more opportunities open up within that thing that you're creating or doing or training yourself in. So no matter, like, everything else is an illusion. Don't allow your circumstances to fuck you up. Don't allow, because I think I'm talking to also somebody in, like, a family circumstance. If your family is stunting you, please, like, you need to detach. And I know it's hard. It's never, I talk about going no contact. Like, this shit is easy. It's not easy. These are people I was raised with. These are people I talk to continuously. These are people I had struggles with. These are people I experienced trauma with. That shit not easy. You don't wake up one day and just say, I'm never going to talk to my family again. You wake up after continuously putting yourself in mentally altering situations, and you say, I can't deal with these people no more. They're not good for me. And you make the choice to just stop, because you realize that they're hindering your life. And you every day you kind of replay the good moments. Every day you replay, like, every day you replay the moments that were good. Every day you experience the gaslighting on your own end. You know what I'm saying? You know how when you get into it with your family and they tell you that it didn't mean nothing and you're taking everything so personally, and you replay it and you replay it to yourself, but you understand that there's a reason that you did it. And then you start to see your life bloom, and then you're just like, oh my God, like, if it's not physically, then spiritually, then it's mentally, then it's emotionally. This situation was hindering me. And as much as sometimes I want to talk to them and I want to relapse, I know it's no good because I've done it before. No contact isn't an easy thing. You relapse. You start talking to them again, and then you see why you stopped. Sometimes you have to relapse. It happens like that. Sometimes you end up in the same situations that you were in before because that's how you understand you got to make a new choice. It's not easy shit. It's not easy. But I will be one to tell you that it do improve your life. Your mental health improves. Your emotional health improves. You're able to actually make genuine connections because you're no longer having to lie to yourself all the time about how people make you feel. It makes it easier to create a life that you desire, and you get to see your strength, and you get to fully understand yourself. You get to understand who you actually are and not what was projected on you. You get to see yourself and be yourself. And it's always the last resort, but it's usually the best choice. I'm not going to lie to you. Especially when you talk to people and it's the same shit. It's disappointing when you actually do have contact with one family member and it's the same shit that happens over and over and over. Like, nothing changes when you leave. They just find new ways to go about that toxic ass behavior that they engage in. So if you would have stayed there, you would have been going through the same shit over and over and over. So I feel like I'm also talking to somebody who wants to go no contact, and I'm telling you, it's not easy. It's like an addiction, or it's like changing habits. Like, you have to build discipline. You do build discipline. You have to. You have to cut things off, and you have to wean yourself out, and you need to understand why you have this addiction to your family or to your toxic partner. You have to understand. And then you can move forward because you start to see what life is outside of it. Celebrate yourself, credit due. Take a leap of faith. Let me tell you. Make plans. Yeah, somebody wants to do something. Somebody wants to change something. If you feel stifled, you're stifled. Like, you are the one who has the power to change that. So alchemize the situation. Manifesting you. And I know where I had that dream. Yup, somebody misses me. A teachable moment. Bruh. They're gaslighting you. Yeah. Like, come on now. Like, don't allow your circumstances to make you feel like, let me tell you, before I left my parents' house, before I left my mother's house, I'll say, I felt stuck there. I had no job. I had no money. I was barely holding on. Weird shit started happening, like my mom taking away the food card so I could not fucking eat. Bro, that shit was evil. She did not, like, she took the food card away. I could not eat. Like, we would have to beg her for us to get food to eat. My niece ended up getting a food card. And, you know, I'm just on my ass. I was on my ass so bad. Like, I was on my ass so fucking bad. It was like months of unemployment. I was on my ass so bad. Bitch, things aligned. And even in the way things align, you know what I'm saying? Life is messy, okay? But things aligned, and a friend at the time was having a situation too. And I just kept thinking about how I wanted to move to Virginia. Like I wanted to move to VA. I wanted to move to Virginia. I kept thinking about it. I want to move to Virginia. I want to move to Virginia. I want to move to Virginia. And then she ended up having a situation and she was like, I'm going to get a U-Haul. Do you want to just move to Virginia? And that shit happened. I felt it coming. Things was getting so much more tense. Things was getting so intense. I felt it coming. And I was, even then, I was about to like be like, no, like, I don't know. I don't have this. I don't have that. This is not, because I was trying to, while we were planning to move, I kept trying to get a job. It wasn't happening. Like, it was just all over the fucking place. Like, I felt so stuck. I felt so stuck. My family was getting so weird. Like, they did so many weird fucking things. Like, that's why it's like, I know that it happened so that it could be clean cut. I don't want to go back. There's no going back for me. Like, they did the weirdest things I can think of. Like, everybody in that house was weird. They did weird shit. Everybody. Only me and my niece has made up. They did weird ass shit. And then, and then, you know, she's like, hey, you want to go? I'm like, damn, this is scary. But I was like, I either stay here, because at that time, my mom was talking shit. Like, she can't leave. She ain't gonna go nowhere. She can't go nowhere. Bitch, that shit happened. I know that shit gagged them. I left. I left in the middle of the night. I left. My mom was there yesterday. The next day, I was gone. I was out. Because where there's a will, there's a way. Even when you can't tell where the way is. Even when you have all these plans in your head about how this and this and this is supposed to happen. When you have a will and you focus your intent and you move every day, like the life you want, you have to adjust to the way things is going to shift. Things is not going to shift in a way that make you happy. You say you want to detach and you want to move to this, but you have this codependency. Bitch, life is going to make you uncomfortable as fuck. I promise you. It's going to make you uncomfortable because there's certain things that we wouldn't do if we were to be comfortable. If you were to be comfortable, you wouldn't be, and that's not to say every plan has to happen like that. I just didn't have the ability to prepare myself like I do now. I had to learn that over the experiences I've had thereafter. I had to learn how to prepare myself. I had to learn how to calm down and take it easy. I had to learn how to make more seamless plans. But at the time, that plan, the way that it played out, yeah, like once you need to detach, life is going to teach you how to detach. And it's like, how much are you willing to take? Because it sounds like how much are you willing to take? How much are you willing to take before you decide that you can't do it no more? Spiritual abundance. How much are you willing to take to this before? How many times do you need to be in abuse, intimidation tactics? How many times do you need to be in fucked up situations at the hands of whoever it is, whether it's your family or your lover? Or like, how many signs do you need? Because those signs is going to get more and more and more intense. I promise you. And once you see the signs, you start to make the plan. And once you make the plan, life begins to shift. Life will shift when you make a decision. Life just be waiting on you to make a decision. Like, it was like a couple months before, like, I made the decision to move a couple months before I did. And then I did. And it happened that way. But, you know, I'm used to magical, like, life is magic. You get what I'm saying? It happens like that. So you gotta just lean into the shit that you genuinely fucking want. And life is just gonna teach you how to protect what's yours. Leo. You might be a Leo. Life teaches you how to protect what's yours. Virgo. You might be a Virgo. Wants to fuck. Using words to manipulate. Like, you may self-belief needed. You may need to use your creative mind just came. If I give you the rundown of this video is getting so long, but you know, I'm feeling inspired to talk, but like for real, if I give you the rundown of how I create new beginnings, I use a lot of vision boards and I be daydreaming. Baby, do not underestimate the power of a daydream. When you decide your daydream and reality are like here, there's a thin line. You get what I'm saying? Between your imagination and the reality that you're creating. When you decide that they're aligned, and I'm telling you, the week before like everything moved for us to move, like I was sitting there watching anime. I was sitting there watching anime, just daydreaming, just leaning into it, like feeling it. I was feeling it real. Like I'm a master. I would say I'm a master manifester. I know how to get shit done. I don't aspire for too much. You know what I'm saying? But when I want something, I know how to get it. I do not fucking play. There are no games. Entitled as fuck to you. There are no games. You know, you visualize something I do now. I've learned physically representing that thing that you desire. I light candles. Like you light candles and with a prayer. Yeah, baby. I like candles. Anime helps me for some reason. Like literally any situation I've been in that I needed something, anime be helping the fuck out of me. I can't explain why. Like I'll just be watching, like comfort. It's like a comfort thing. Like I'll watch anime and I'll just like surrender. I'll surrender, watch anime, and then life kind of just shifts. Like it's happened when I wanted certain jobs. It's happened when I wanted to move certain times. It's happened anytime I want something. I just like fantasize, like literally like take a day, just fantasize. I'll do that maybe for a couple days, and I don't talk to nobody, and I'll put anime on. I'll put like my favorite cartoon on, and I'm just Teen Titans. That's my favorite cartoon. Put that shit on and I'm chilling. And you like, I understand I'm the one who decided that what I'm imagining is also happening. Thin line. Like I'm still grounded in reality. Like that's why I'm taking care of myself and why I'm watching anime right now. I'm still in my reality, but I understand, I relax because it's like, yeah, whatever I want is coming. It has to. Everything is working out for me right now. Like, ooh, baby. These are a lot of cards. This is a long reading. I really went to yapping, yeah. I really went to yapping. But shit, fuck it. But yeah, I'm gonna start talking more openly. I need to. I really do need to talk more openly. I don't know. I feel like sometimes I have this like secrecy to me, which is not real. Do I want to turn this over? I'm not gonna turn it over. I feel like there's a way I'm gonna read it. I need to get into the cards, and I'm looking at the time, like it matters, but I'm just scared of my storage. That's why I'm looking at the time, because I'm like, my storage though. My storage is a kind of a little risky game going on right there. Sit back and observe. Celebrate yourself, credit due. Take a leap of faith. Make plans, Virgo. Alchemize the situation. Wants to fuck, manifesting you. Page of Pentacles. So we got the Page of Pentacles, and that is also, yeah, like what I'm getting from like Virgo energy, Page of Pentacles, because that's also Virgo energy, is just to like plan. Like plan, like it's, you gotta do that. Like, because I was thinking about Pisces too. Like that's the previous reading. I was talking about Pisces energy. They're sister signs. You have to like root your delusion, your Piscean energy, in a sort of like, but material like planning. When you think of Virgo energy, you think of being meticulous, you think of planning, you think of really like all your delusion, like really put together a plan, and that plan you have to release it. Like, you can make that plan physically happen, yes, but you have to release control of it. That's kind of where we kind of like, that's where we won't let go. You have to release your control of your plan, but you need to sit there and plan, like really plan like it's happening tomorrow. You have to live every day like you planning. Like, this is my escapism 101. I know how to escape, bitch. This is escapism 101. You make that plan and you pretend it's happening. Like, yeah. And then every day you work towards that plan. But sometimes it's gonna meet you like, you keep your daydreams, and your daydreams make them exactly what you want. Like, exactly what you want, because life is going to move you according to what you want. But sometimes it takes some steps. You get what I'm saying? Like, path of least resistance, you have to let it go. But make that plan and really like observe, like let life show you how to really play it out, because then you start to attract things to you. You attract people to you, you attract places, you make connections that align you to that plan that you just created, and it happens before you even know, because you just let it go. The key to it is to detach. You need to detach. You need to detach from your reality, and you need to detach from your plans and understand that you working towards it. Page of Pentacles. Alchemize the situation. Celebrate yourself. Credit due. Like, celebrate like it already happened. Like, I'm telling you, like, you really gotta act like shit is already done. It's already done. It's already mine. Divine plan. I'm already in it. I never stop winning. God is within. Divine on my side. Keep my confidence high. I walk with a glide. Fifth dimensional mind. I can have what I want. Just gotta see it as mine. My actions never denied. Anointing never decline. Yeah. Yeah. Take a leap of faith. Manifesting you wants to fuck. I don't know what that's about. Person assigned. Oh. We gonna move on. A teachable moment, using their words to manipulate, they're gaslighting you. Self-belief needed. Spiritual abundance. 9 of Cups reversed. Yeah, life, or a specific, like, if this is like your family member, even though once the fuck it's not family, but like, if this is like your family member or your partner, they are gaslighting the fuck out of you. They're like shattering your dreams. Like, they're making you feel like whatever it is that you want isn't possible, and you gotta just like, you need to believe in yourself, and you need to make those plans, because it's going to teach a lesson. Like, you need to work towards it. You need to pretend that it's happening. Like, you need to act like it's already emotion, because it is. Your belief in it makes it be emotion. Like, if you didn't believe something was possible for you, you wouldn't align to it. That's how we get things done. Like, you believed at some point that you deserved to be in a certain college, school, even though your family never gone to college, and you end up graduating. That was your self-belief that created that manifestation. And as you can see, manifestation takes work. You do have to do the work that you're guided to do. But things align that make it easier for you. Spiritual abundance. You get what I'm saying? Like, let's say you're in college and you're focusing on doing really well. Then you find a tutor, and that tutor usually is the best tutor you find. And then they direct you to a room, and you end up finding the career center, and now they telling you about all these careers in your field. So once you graduate, you got a career already, because you manifested that. Like, your intentions are powerful. If you didn't want something, it wouldn't have happened. And that's not to say everything is out, like, things are outside of our control, but things like that, your accomplishments, you made those accomplishments happen. Even if it seemed like it came out the sky, you made it happen. Your emotion had made things happen. For me personally, there's a there's a department that I stumbled upon in college, and I only stumbled upon it because I decided I was bored and I wanted to go on a trip with my school, and I met people. And that department, to this day, that was like, I don't know how many years ago. To this day, that department still helps me. You get what I'm saying? Like, you find things, you connect to things that continue. Your goals are known before you even know your goals. Without without that department, I wouldn't be emotional. Like, there's something I'm doing, I wouldn't have emotion without them. You make connections. This is, this is like a life of connections. You do. Like, you have to open up to your possibilities and other ways of getting things done. Abuse, intimidation tactics. Use your creative mind. You're gaslighting yourself. Entitled as fuck to you, Leo. Judgment. Leo. Who's a Leo? Maybe someone's a Leo. Maybe someone's a Virgo. Someone's a Leo. Someone might be a Nine of Cups. Someone might be a Pisces. Oh, that's funny. That's under Page of Pentacles. Yeah, someone might be a Pisces. The Judgment card. You got to treat everything like a test. And again, going back to what I said earlier, how many times do you need a sign that something isn't good for you before you make a move? And sometimes it's going to make you feel like you stuck there. Like, it's going to make you feel like you cannot leave. Like, you can't allow yourself to feel victimized by anything that you, like, feel it, understand it. But if you allow yourself to feel victimized, you allow yourself to be stuck. Don't allow yourself to feel victimized in any feeling that's being triggered right now as you make new moves and make new plans. Just continue to steadfast. Like, you have to discipline yourself, discipline your mind in focusing on what you want and not what you don't want. Use your creative mind. So yeah. Oh, when I think about Leo, what am I thinking about? Like, I want to say put your best foot forward. Like, you know what a Leo gonna do? Step. A Leo's gonna step. A Leo is going to step. They're gonna step. So you need to step. Like, your plan may need some tweaking. Your plan may have there may be a path of least resistance that might seem like more resistance until you really look forward, until you be in a place where you want to be and you look back and you're like, oh, I understand why it happened like that. And those are the moments that we live for. Oh, I understand why that happened like that. Because it's preparing you for the easiest way to get to what you want. So that's Sam Sentient Sessions. One thing that has been really on my mind a lot is, like, I keep seeing these like videos of people talking about cussing and how YouTube don't like cussing, and I don't want to not cuss. Like, I'm really like, I don't know what to do, and I'm just gonna allow myself to continue to do me, because I feel like in a way that itself is one of those little blockages or those things that make you feel like you're not good enough for something. Because I don't know how to be squeaky clean. I really don't. I don't want to, actually. So that's another thing. But CM Sentient Sessions, session to join, please come back. Okay?